Welcome, friends and family, to Swordplay with J-Man. I'm J-Man, and the Bible is my sword. And the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God, comes from Ephesians 6:17b and c. Please follow me on a journey into the wondrous Word of God. Today's verse comes from Isaiah 32:17. And the effect of righteousness will be peace, and the result of righteousness will be quietness and trust forever. Isaiah was a major prophet, and what that means basically is that as Isaiah was talking, he was talking to the people of Israel. He was talking to them during the time when there were kings around. It was Old Testament stuff, before the time of Jesus. And Isaiah was a prophet. A lot of people say that he was a prophet that could see through what we understand is to be the whole Bible. He was able to see the whole thing. And so, he has parts of it that seem to talk about Jesus and parts of it that seem to talk about Revelation, the end times. And it's just really cool what he saw. Now, right here, I want to talk about something really quickly. So he says, peace. He does talk about peace and quietness together. I want us to remember that peace and quietness aren't the same thing. Peace is kind of internal. It's how you feel. It's emotional, things like that. It's mental. No worries, no stress. Life is good. Whereas quietness is external. What's going on around you? Is it quiet? Is it loud? Who's there? Who's talking to you? Stuff like that. So when it comes to peace and quiet, they're similar, but they're not the same thing. They're definitely not interchangeable. And so he's saying you can have peace. You can be worry-free for the rest of your life. And you can have quietness. It can be a still place. You can be quiet. But that doesn't mean noise is a bad thing. Noise is good, but we need to take time to be quiet and remember who God is. And God will grant us that peace. And then that kind of leads to the last point of forever. And it's just, it's kind of how it works. When we are, and I'm going to look at this verse again for myself because it's just kind of a good thing to relook at and to kind of know what I'm talking about again. I'm going to reread it because it's important to be reread, I think. And the effect of righteousness will be peace, and the result of righteousness, quietness, and trust forever. I kind of went off on a tangent about peace and quietness, and that's why I kind of wanted to look back at it and kind of refocus my thoughts. Righteousness is what it's really about. When we're righteous, we will have peace. When we're righteous, we will have quietness and trust forever. So we will be trusted. We will not worry, and people will trust us. Doesn't mean that it'll always be noise-free, but a quietness will be around us. Thank you for enjoying today's Swordplay with J-Man. I'd really like to get some thoughts and comments on what I said, how you felt about it, if you thought that I was right or wrong. I'd really like it if you just leave some comments down below, get that comment section filled up, because it'd be really cool to get conversations started about these. I'd also like it if you could like, subscribe, leave me prayer requests. I have been praying for those. I will continue to pray for those. If you have any questions about what I said, maybe something that you didn't understand, leave that there. Maybe as we work on these conversations, we can get everybody talking about it and helping to understand it so that we can all do it together. Thank you, and God bless.